Hello everybody, John12 back here again with another video, and today I bring you another top 5. Today I give you my top 5 Christmas movies list. Seeing as how this is the week of Christmas, what better way to celebrate a top 5 than with Christmas? And before I get started with my actual list, I need to make it perfectly clear that this is subjective. It's my personal list. It's my personal favorite movies. So if anybody differs with me, in the comment section below, that's where you go. But anyways, but that doesn't mean we need to get all condescending with each other, people. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to say that this list is the definitive list. I'm just saying it's my list. So, just saying. Anyways, overall, that's pretty much it. This will also serve as my Christmas special video, if you will. I don't know. I would have made a Christmas special, but there's not enough time, and, you know, the holidays have kind of drained me at this point, and plus I'm going on a trip, and I don't even want to go on the trip. I don't know. I don't need to tell you. Get off all my nerves and anxieties and all that on you. We're here to talk about top 5 best Christmas movies, folks. And anyways, yeah, this might serve as my Christmas special, and not only that, it may also be my last top 5 of 2014 because I will be going on a trip soon and won't be returning until January. For the next 2 weeks, I will not be doing any top 5s, which is sad. I would have liked to have stayed and made more videos because I have tons of new video ideas that I want to do, and specific recommendations that people gave me that I want to do. But overall, you know, you got to do what you got to do, and I got to go on this trip. And but I will be coming back with tons more top 5s. I have tons. I'm telling you, a plethora of freaking top 5s that I want to accomplish. And just overall videos. But overall, yeah, this is going to be my last top 5 of 2014, so I hope everybody enjoys. But anyways, let's get started on this. This is my top 5 list of Christmas movies. My favorite, and I consider the best Christmas movies ever. Let's get started on this list. Coming up at number 5 has to go to Home Alone. Hands down, one of my favorite John Hughes movies / Macaulay Culkin movies. And it's just one of those definitive Christmas movies, you know? It's one of those things where you just have to watch it. And it's just one of those things that you're okay with watching. It's just awesome. It's all around great. It's a great story. It's about a kid who gets stuck home alone, where his huge family goes on a trip to Christmas in New York or where the hell they're going. And he gets stuck home alone. They forget about him. And he just goes on adventures and hijinks, stuck in his house alone. And on top of that, he has 2 bumbling fool smugglers, little fucking jackoffs, trying to break in and steal his shit. And it's his job to try and stand the fucking fold and protect his house and his stuff. And yeah, pretty much it was awesome. Home Alone, once again, it's one of my favorite Hughes and Culkin films. And yeah, I like the sequel too. The sequel is great, but I don't know if they needed to make a franchise out of it. I know they made multiple sequels of Home Alone, but yeah, I don't think they needed to make them. That's just my opinion. Just didn't need to do it. It was unnecessary. But overall, I love the first 2 movies. Moving off that, coming up number 4 has to go to Gremlins. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking to yourselves, like, what are you talking about, John12? That's not even Christmassy. There's no Santa in Gremlins. Once again, it's my list, folks. Anyways, yeah, it's just one of those great movies that you wouldn't really consider to be a Christmas-esque movie, but it is really all about Christmas. It's all about family. It's all about Christmas gifts and what you get for your kids. And overall, the story is about this dad, this guy who's basically trying to find a very unique gift for his son. And he comes across this guy who's selling Mogways, and Mogways are probably like the best thing that ever happened to cinema. I'm just saying, I love the Mogways, I love Gizmo. Gizmo, hands down, is one of my top 5 favorite cute little movie creatures. I wish I had a Mogway, and I would call him Gizmo. I wish I had Gizmo as a pet. I'm just saying. It would be so awesome. Gizmo is hands down the definitive cutest pet ever. Fuck all the other pets that you think are cute. Pigs, little piglets, no. Little hamsters, no. Chihuahuas, no. Little pit bulls, no. Little bulldogs, American bulldogs, no. It's all about Gizmo, folks. I'm just saying. Gizmo's number 1 on my list. Anyways, overall, Gremlins, amazing movie. The creatures are great. You can't feed them after midnight. Love the rules. They're fucking awesome. It's just kind of cool. Like, they're like the first creatures that, like, ever to get rules where it's like, you know what, you can't do this with that, and you can't put that where, and you can't give them this, because you know what, They're gonna go crazy, and they're gonna transform and morph into these monsters. But overall, yeah, Gremlins is an amazing movie. I love it. It's one of my definitively favorite just overall movies of all time. And the Mogwai / Gizmo and Gremlins are hands down one of my favorite creatures of all time. Gremlins is just an awesome movie, and even though it's not the most Christmas movie, it is very loving, it's funny, it's entertaining, and it does have Christmas in the overall plot, so, you know, it counts. Anyways, moving on from that, going into number 3 on my list, goes to How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the animated version. Yes, I love the animated feature that they made. It's definitely my definitive favorite, and I consider it to be the best Dr. Seuss movie, even more than the fucking Cat in the Hat, freaking Horn Hears a Who or whatever the hell, the Lorax, Green Eggs and Ham, whatever the hell. It's better. It's definitively the best story, Dr. Seuss story of all time, and it's definitely one of the best features that they ever did. I'm just saying, it's the best. How the Grinch Stole Christmas is awesome. The music is awesome. The soundtrack is awesome. The voice actors are great. The voice of Grinch is great. The design of the characters are awesome. I love the dog and the little Cindy Who girl and Grinch overall is just awesome. I'm just saying, it's just one of those stories that you just listen to and just watch, and it's like, you know what? That's the definitive story of Christmas that everyone needs to watch. That's kids' definitive Christmas movie. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the animated version. And by me saying that, I'm not saying that the live action version was shit. I know a lot of people like to get on the live action version for being really shitty and like not as good as the animated version, which is true. I mean, like, as much as I'm okay with the live action version, it doesn't mean that I consider it to be the worst movie of all time, nor do I consider it to be shit. You know, it's okay. You know, Jim Carrey obviously did what he had to do. He did what, you know, the best that Jim Carrey could do. All the actors did the best that they could do. Freaking Ron Howard wanted to make it, so fuck it, let him do it. And overall, I'm just saying, it's just an alright, interesting movie. And it's definitely better than that Cat in the Hat movie overall. But anyways, and also another really interesting thing about this movie, is about the live action version rather, is the Cindy Lou Who girl. Go back and watch How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and you watch that movie and you're like, oh, the Cindy girl, she's so cute, and she's so sad all the time, and she loves the Grinch, and blah blah blah. Check out that girl now. But yeah, just check her out. Like, take 5 minutes of your time. It's not going to take that long. Just type in her name. Go back. Just go on Google. Just type in How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the live action version. Go on the casting list. Check out the Cindy Who girl. Check out how she looked. You know what? Might as well just watch the movie too. For 5 seconds. I don't know. A clip on YouTube. I don't know. Just look how she looked before and then after her right now. Jesus. I'm just saying, that's a 180, and it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. That's my personal idea. Anyways, I'm just saying that, I don't know, it happens a lot in the industry where you're like, oh, the little cute little, the childhood actresses that we all love and watching the American and family movies, and then you go and you're like, Clora Matisse, look at her back then and look at her now, it's like, fuck, shit, things are going down at a super rate. It's like Flash. It just keeps on coming super fast. I don't even know what I'm getting at. But overall, this went from crazy. This went from Christmas to crazy. I'm just saying. Overall, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. One of my favorite animated features of all time. Specifically, Dr. Seuss movies. And just for 5 seconds, people, just go over, check her out for like 5 seconds. It's just a complete 180. It's like, wow, how did she get from here to there? That's crazy. Now she looks now. I'm just saying. It's quite interesting. Anyways, moving off of that. On my second list, number 2 on my list, has to go to The Nightmare Before Christmas. Hands down one of the greatest Disney movies of all time, or at least I like to consider it. It's one of my favorite Tim Burton movies. Even though he didn't direct it specifically, it's, I think, one of his best contributions. If like there was ever a definitive movie that he produced or contributed to help create, this is the best one. It's just great. The overall characters are awesome. The story is awesome. The music is awesome. Danny Elfman, once again, does an amazing job creating a score for the movie. And I just love it. It's just amazing gothic Christmas story. It's the greatest fucking animated, claymated, freaking musical, Christmassy, Halloweeny, fucking Disney, everything. It's all rolled up into one. And it's just awesome. Jack Skellington, amazing character, love his design. Hell, I freaking have a freaking poster of him right there on my wall. And yeah, I just love Jack Skellington. He's an awesome character, and I just love the overall story where it's like he's like the king of Halloween Town, basically. And he's sick of Halloween. He's sick of the whole monogamy of just dealing with mediocrity of dealing with freaking Halloween. So he comes across Christmas Town and just gets introduced to this whole new, holiday that he can celebrate. And then he's like, you know what? Let's just freaking celebrate Christmas in Halloween Town. Let's do this shit. And then shit goes down, and things are not going good for Christmas this year. But overall, Nightmare Before Christmas, awesome. It's just amazing. I love the characters. Jack Skellington, Sally, the freaking scientist, the boogeyman, boogie woogie guy, the fucking, the little kids, the little Christmas trick-or-treater kids, the dog, Santa's cool. I don't know. The overall movie is just awesome. It's a badass movie. If you've not seen it before, you're missing out on something really awesome. But overall, yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas is one of my definitively favorite Christmas movies of all time. But anyways, moving off of that, let's put out some honorable mentions before I continue with my list. Anyways, It's a Wonderful Life. Pretty old. It's an oldie, but it's pretty good. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is pretty awesome. Miracle on 34th Street. The original and the remake, I like them both. I grew up with both of them, so I like them both. The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. Christmas Carol. I like the animated version. I'm not big on the CGI version. Will Ferrell and Elf is pretty hysterical. Polar Express. I liked it, even though it's not the greatest movie of all time. I liked it. I thought it was cool. Scrooged. Die Hard. Even though it's not really that Christmassy, I like it for what it is. Bad Santa, Jingle All the Way. The only reason I really would put that on honorable mentions is because not only is it a Christmas movie, but it's probably, next to Batman and Robin, one of the #1 movies that you can make fun of Schwarzenegger for. It's just so hysterical. Like, every line in there is like, it's Toba time. It's just... I just want to make fun of that movie every fucking year, and I do, most of the time. But overall, yeah, that's one of the major reasons as to why I would ever put on the list. But anyways, moving off of that, White Christmas, also a great movie. The rest of the Santa Claus movies are pretty cool. Home Alone 2, Frosty Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and the list goes on and on. There's just a whole bunch of fucking awesome, badass Christmas movies that everyone could watch all year round, and they're just great Christmas contributions. They're just amazing. They add to the celebration of spending time with your family, and they're great adventures to watch. So, but overall, that's pretty much it for my honorable mentions. But anyways, moving off of that, going into #1 on my list has to go to A Christmas Story. It's definitively the greatest and the best. Excuse me. It's one of the greatest and the best Christmas stories of all time. It's about a kid who wants nothing more than to have a gun for Christmas. And then he gets a gun, and then shoots himself in the head. It sounds a lot darker, the way I put it. But it's a lot more funnier and family-friendly and Christmas-orientated than how I made it sound. But overall, that's kind of pretty much the overall plot. But then again, there's just a whole bunch of elements that I really don't want to spoil for anybody. I'm just saying, it's definitively the greatest story of all time when it comes to Christmas. One of my favorite movies. And I can't really say much about it without spoiling it. I just think I think it's a great suggestion for everyone just to check it out. It's a great movie. It's a little old, but it's not that old. It's just a really good gem when it comes to Christmas movies. Along with all the other great Christmas movies that I mentioned, I like to consider it the best of the best. But anyways, moving off of that, yeah, that's going to be it for this top 5. I think I've rambled a little too long. And, yeah, this is going to be definitively, more than likely, my last top 5 of this year. I would have liked to have done more, but, what can you do? I have to go on this trip, and I won't be back until January. So what can I say? It sucks. I want to continue making more videos. I mean, like without YouTube, I'm kind of like nothing. And as sad as that sounds, it's kind of true to a certain extent. But anyways, yeah, Christmas is this Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Is it? Yeah, it's this Thursday, so I hope everyone has a lovely Christmas. For those of you who don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you all have a happy holiday. And overall, I just love Christmas. I love Christmas movies, and these are some of my favorite, and I consider the best. So, in the comment section below, if you differed with me, let me know what your top 5 Christmas movies are. Overall, that's pretty much it for me. Home Alone, Gremlins, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and A Christmas Story, I consider to be the best and my personal favorite Christmas movies of all time. But what are yours? In the comment section below, let me know what you personally think. And also, subscribe to my channel if you've not done so already. I just checked out that I have over 200 subscribers, so I like to thank everyone who has subscribed, everyone who has contributed, and 2015 is definitely going to be a great year for YouTube, for my YouTube-wise. And I just want to thank everyone, because I did state a while back that one of my main accomplishments for the end of 2014 was to make it over 200 subscribers. So I love all you guys, and all of you people who have subscribed to me. I love all of you, and I just thank you for giving me a great Christmas gift, which is making it over 200 subscribers. But anyways, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe right now, where you get more top 5s like this, and multiple other types of videos like Dragon Ball discussions, movie news, specifically comic book news, who would win battles, podcasts, and so much more. And also, overall, hope you guys have a great Christmas, happy holidays, all that great nonsense. And of course, I'll be back in January for tons of more top 5s. For a quick hint, my first top 5 for 2015 will more than likely be, I haven't established this, but it could possibly end up happening, which will be my top 5 most anticipated movies of 2015, which is going to be pretty interesting. But anyways, that's pretty much it. In the comment section below, let me know what you personally thought. Also, give me some good ideas for top 5s. If you have any top 5s that you would want me to do for 2015, let me know so I can get on making them. And thank you for 200 subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for all the great contributions you've done to my channel. And happy holidays. Hope you guys enjoyed. This has been John 12.